Happy Wednesday, December 2nd. I hope you have an amazing week already. And I can't believe it's the beginning of December. For a lot of people, they're very happy because it's the end of 2020 and because it's been such a stressful year. A lot of people are very happy to see it go. So I figured today I'd like to share a couple of things that I do that help me get through some stressful situations, do a reading with you, and then a little breath work at the end, just a short little break for yourself. So, um, a lot of times I have to present, or I have to talk, or I have to um, create a video, or somebody has asked to talk to me because they're having a hard time, similar to a lot of what you do. So, what I do is I try to carry a stone with me, and this is my favorite stone that I carry with me. It is shaped in a heart, it's cool to the touch, and no one knows that I have it sometimes. So if I'm presenting or if I'm holding space for somebody who's going through a lot of difficult things, I will have my stone with me and I'll put it in my hand. You can't really tell it's in my hand, it's in my pocket. I carry it usually in my pocketbook, but because we've been doing things virtual, it's right next to my laptop. And I have it with me just as a reminder for a couple of things that I could ground myself. With this stone, I'm grounding myself. Another thing it reminds me is to keep my heart open. I've noticed that my heart can close very easily when I feel like I'm being, what I think I'm being hurt. And it's not necessarily always an accurate feeling. So this just reminds me to keep my heart open. You can use a variety of different stones. I have them, like I said, right by where I sit. This is rose, and this is again for hearts, and this is for courage. So a lot of times I need a little courage. I definitely need to keep my heart open, and so I keep my stones with me. And if you have a stone, like I said, it's cool to the touch. And so if you are in a tough situation or feeling nervous, it's a great thing to put in between your hands, and it grounds you and also cools you down a little bit. Another thing that I always have with me is my essential oils. So I have a couple by me. I also have essential oils in a roller. This is lavender from Lavender Fields right here in Connecticut, and it's absolutely incredible. So just something that, say I'm in a meeting and you can't even see that I'm doing it, I'm pouring some on my hands, I'm rubbing it. And then the next time that like I can put it on my neck, I just put it on my neck and you don't even realize that I'm doing it. It could be like I'm just rubbing my neck, but I'm actually putting on essential oils. So it's a really good thing to do. And then the other thing is our breath is really important, and I talk about that a lot. But sometimes I forget that you can do cool little things to remind yourself to breathe. And as we know, when you breathe out is when you come down. So if you extend your out breath, you'll lower your blood pressure, you'll lower your stress level, you'll lower any kind of strong feelings that you have by breathing out longer than you breathe in. So take some bubbles. We have Toivo bubbles. And one of my coworkers did this. She created Toivo bubbles. So you could take some bubbles and have them by where you're sitting and blow bubbles. Because as you noticed, I breathed out longer than I breathed in. So this is a great way to, again, use our breath in a way that we're playing, breathing out, bringing our blood pressure down, bringing any kind of strong feelings down, bringing all of that down just by playing a little with bubbles. And again, these are just cool little things that you can do. So I have a reading for today, and it is about work. So this is called Work and Passion. Don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive and go do it. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive. And that's by Howard Thurman. Now, this is from Mark Nepo. Book of Awakening. So he talks about his own personal experience, but it relates to a lot of us. He talks about when he was in college that everyone was trying to go into teaching or they needed teachers, and so that everyone was kind of pushed into that job. But by the time people graduated, the jobs were filled and there weren't enough jobs, but there were a lot of people graduating with a teaching degree. And the same thing happened with business, same thing happened with nursing. And he goes on to say, this is another way that scarcity can direct our lives. Often when we shape our interests around what others need, we wind up selling our chances at happiness for what we think will be secure. But while supply and demand may work on paper, it can build a loveless life in the world. This is why finding what we love, though it may take years, is building a life of passion. For what makes you come alive can keep you alive, whether you are paid well for it or not. And beyond the fashion of the job market, a life of passion makes us a healthy cell in the body of the world. I'll say that again. And beyond the fashion of the job market, a life of passion makes us a healthy cell in the body of the world, because we all make up the world. So today, center yourself and allow the things that stir you to come into your heart. It may be as simple as watching a candle flicker or running in the wind. Breathe freely and just feel how these things affect your whole body and being. And when you can, discuss with somebody that matters, a loved one, a friend. Discuss with that person what makes you come alive. Now, I'll encourage you to go one step further. Write down what makes you come alive and see if you can incorporate a little bit of that in your day today. When we're on this planet together, we're here and we should be able to do some things that bring us alive and bring us joy and happiness, a little bit of hope. So I hope you have an amazing Wednesday today. I hope that you are able to have some grounding moments and not get caught up in so many different things that might bring you away from the passion that drives you every day. I encourage you to find ways to breathe. One of the things that I try to do is take a breath before I respond to something. That way I am responding in a frame of mind that is more relaxed. Because when I automatically respond to things, sometimes it comes off, I don't know, differently. So just trying to find ways where I can breathe through moments and allow those moments to get better, to breathe through them, to just kind of go with the flow and not try to be the dominating force in every moment, in every situation. So, again, take what you need, leave the rest. I hope some of what I shared with you can support you today. And I really do miss seeing everyone face to face and in person. So I look forward to doing that soon. Take care, everyone. Have an amazing day. And thank you.